Right now, I am in the process of building my second online business. My first online business was a creative consulting agency where I essentially did what very few others in my position, if any, have done, being what I like to call a YouTube reject and providing YouTube videos, YouTube ideation, to YouTubers as a service, offering my creative mind to current YouTubers who may have creative teams, but likely don't have creative teams comprised of people who truly understand YouTube and creatives on that level. And this year, I completely pulled the Band-Aid off of that to embark on what I feel truly called to do, and that is helping people navigate their 20s. The format in which I chose to do that as a service was essentially the coaching format, the mentorship format. Call it e-learning, as we will have products such as ebooks, a handbook that will be dropping soon. We may even get into courses, whatever means of tangibly helping people make change in their lives, in their 20s, and develop better setting themselves up to be effective in their 30s. Now, running a business at 26 years old is not easy, and I know a lot of the times when we're on social media, it seems simple. It seems really easy to make money. I do think it's difficult to make money in an ethical way. I could make millions of dollars right now if I didn't have a foundation of morality. If I wasn't a Christian, I could easily go against ethics and make loads of money, but that's never been me, and I know what the outcome of that is, and that the financial freedom provided by money made in that regard will not give you anything sustainable. One of the hardest things has been embarking on a new business, as it always is all of these skills that I need to acquire. I need to learn how to build funnels. I need to learn nearly everything about email marketing, and obviously these are things that I can at a certain point outsource. But right now, when the conception of this business is coming strictly out of my bank account and is entirely self-funded, these are skills that I not only need to learn how to do because I can't afford to outsource, but also even when you outsource things in a business, it's important that you know how those things operate, right? If you're running an apparel brand, and you want to outsource manufacturing, you want to outsource design, you want to outsource brand, you should still understand how to do those things yourself first so that you understand how the machine works even when it's running itself. And it's been really difficult, but it's been so rewarding for me to realize that there's essentially no skill that I can't acquire that would be stopping some sort of evolution in my business, right? There are certain skills that are necessary for me to acquire. There are certain ways of running this business that I cannot avoid, that I cannot think of an alternative solution for, that I have to learn how to do. And once you do 1, 2, 3 of them, you realize that you can do any of them. I'm going to need to become a better marketer. I'm going to need to be able to reach people better. And I'm learning to reach people in ways that I've never known to reach them in the past. And that doesn't scare me at all because I've done it, because I am doing it. When I pulled the Band-Aid off of my previous business, which I could have scaled if I was passionate about the workload and not just the service I was providing, I willingly accepted the fact that I was going to fail in the near future. It was inevitable. It was so unlikely that I was going to hop straight into this new business endeavor, treading territory that I've never been in before, and just find immediate success from the get-go. I built out a wait list. I built out a litmus test to gauge my audience's interest. I sifted out those who have always followed me, who have always engaged in my content, who are truly ready and willing to financially invest in their development. And yet my expectation, even then, was that people may have interest, but they may not have finances. That I might actually be reaching the wrong customer. That the people who follow me today may not actually be the people who work with me tomorrow. That was expected. And so when that outcome in some regard played out or continues to play out, I am not surprised. I am not fazed. What I do know is I need to pivot. And so we pivot. I'm learning how to make content that is more applicable to the funnel, to the systems that I'm building. Content like this, where I provide value and I share my stories and my experiences in a raw and authentic way in hopes of either inspiring change in your life or of telling you what doors to walk through and what doors not to walk through. And in exchange, I only ask that those who are out there, who qualify, and who are in a true pursuit of personal development would reach out to me, would send me a message, would go down below and comment the struggle so that I can reach out and offer solutions to those who are truly ready to make change in their 20s, to put their finances where their mouth is, to stop paying for that trip to make themselves look wealthy and to pay for their development to actually become wealthy. And not only to become wealthy, to become truly successful across the board, not just financially, to become an outstanding person, to become healthy, to build a flourishing community, to dial in their faith, to build a foundation in which they will live their life in a way that is of give, not just of take. Later, and unintentionally finding success in their business and in their finances. If that's you, that's why I make this content. Content, a lot of the times, is the vessel that connects two people who are supplementary to what each other are looking for, not in a romantic sense. I have a service that I have dedicated so much of my life to providing, and there are people out there who are looking for a service that will elevate the decade of their life that we call our 20s, that will better prepare them to be effective in their 30s. And that's the beauty of social media, and that's why I chose to build an online business amongst many other options that I had. I love fashion, I love apparel. I fought tooth and nail with myself over starting an apparel brand in this season of my life because I know that my true calling is to provide a service that is rooted in my ability to articulate and to connect with an audience and to provide a solution that I am living out in my day-to-day. I cannot go on in my life having not shared this information with the world. I can't do it. I can't let people continue to struggle in their 20s in the way that I did without offering a helping hand, and I won't do it. And that's just what I've been called to do.